Mm. Wow. Hello, how are we doing? Welcome, how are we doing? Let's see, who do we have here? Gemma Johnson, how are you doing? You were just in the room the other day, right? Yes? Hey, cuz, how's it going? Gemma Johnson. What's going on? Yeah. Okay. See, I did a small connection with you the other day, Gemma Johnson. I'm. Yeah, you really need to do a reading. Small connections, getting small connections one out, repeatedly, is gonna get you nothing. It's gonna get you nowhere. It's gonna get you no answers. Because I only connect with a little bit of what's going on presently. Okay, so we did this the other day. I connected with you. I remember, you know. So if you like a reading, we can schedule an appointment for a private reading. Okay. But to just do repeated free little connections is kind of like abusing me. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah? You know? Then your sister should connect your sister should create a YouTube account and then reach out to me, please. Help build the station. Yeah? Besides, having other people use your account kind of confuses me a little bit, to be honest. Right? If I had 10 people using one account, you know, and plus you should be like, hey Brian, how you doing? Remember me? I was in the other day. You gave me a great connection. You know, the way you're showing up to me is like almost like an energy vampire. Like, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me for nothing. Yeah. No, I know. I completely understand, but you also have to understand I'm pointing out several things here, not just a few little things, you know. So I have no issues with connecting with your sister. I'd love to connect with your sister, but she should log into her YouTube account, add me, subscribe, click the bell and the thumbs up, just as you did, you know? No, I know it's not your intentions. I'm just pointing it out to you. Sometimes we do things we don't realize, like, that we're doing things. I'm a healer and a teacher, so I'm always going to point out things. I'm always going to say, hey, do you think what do you think about this? How's this feel to you? You know? So why don't you have your sister jump on the YouTube? Then you both will be like interacting with each other and me, at the same time. That would make it more fun for me, more interesting for me. Hey, Flyboy, how's your day at work going? Still in the office? Yeah? How old's your sister? Oh. This is that's I wonder if that's gotta be real. This woman gets out of her car playing this music and somebody's recording her on video, of course, and she gets out of the car to dance in the road. And not only 5 seconds of being in the road dancing to the music, the song was so good, she had to get her groove on. She pulled over, stopped the car, got out, started dancing, and boom, a car ran her over. It must have been a really good beat. Indigo Ray, welcome to the room. Hi, Indigo. How are we doing? That's horrible. Yeah, it must be edited. Yeah, it's probably definitely not real. One of those like fake movie type little things. Yeah, because you're looking at the blood on her face and it's just too smeared. She's got blood, but no scratch marks, torn face, or anything like that. So I'm gonna say that's a fake. Fake. I'm pushing through, Indigo Ray. Every day I push through. I push forward. Work a job, come home, then work with clients, get on YouTube, do the live stream, see who I can attract to do work with. Would you like a small connection? If you like a small connection, I just need you to exchange energies with me by building this channel, by clicking the subscribe, plus the bell, plus a thumbs up. Okay? So I do small connections here. I'm a professional psychic healer. I stress professional because I am a paid professional. I get paid for my services. I do free connections here, small connections. No questions, please, no questions. Hold those back. The small connections only for me to show you that I can connect in some way with you. To encourage you to add me on the Facebook, reach out to me in the personal messenger on there. And at that time, if you'd like to do a reading, I can talk more about pricing, or if you like to do some energy work, or activation work, or removal, or other work, then we would go about that. So I do small connections to promote my services. So it's, you know, it's a new channel. It's just growing. I also have quite a bit of guided meditation videos on this channel that's already posted for you know, also showing you how we can clear your energy and do things like that just through a video. You can actually get a little taste of that. You will feel the connection, but it's always more powerful when you're actually working with me one-on-one. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't believe how many people out there needs spiritual attachment removals. You know, a lot of people have attachments. I'd say probably 98% of the population has some type of negative attachment. It's a high number, I know, but I would say I'm right on that in this world we live in. Oh, he's triggered something inside you, Flyboy, and you've been processing it ever since. Isn't it interesting how we meet people and they trigger something? Not even people, just places. You go to some place and next thing you know, you're having all these weird thoughts. Is that, yeah. I know you know what it is, but yeah, energy. It's interesting how it does that for us. Let's see, who do we have here? Hey, thanks for that, Indigo Ray. Indigo Ray. Let's see. Let's do a small connection for Indigo. 1 second, Indigo. Let me just open this energy up a little bit more. I wasn't even gonna come online today, but people say I have great dedication to my path, and I just say, no, not really. I'm just a little obsessive compulsive. In routine. Like, Brian, you have great dedication for your path. No, I'm obsessive compulsive. It would bother me more if I didn't do the things that I normally do than not to do the things because I'm tired. I'm so serious too. Oh, that's what we're missing. A little Tibetan music.
If you live in the Wilkes-Barre,
turn that down for a second. All right. Here we go. All right. Have we met before, Indigo? Another site, another person, another member, another username, perhaps? Yeah? No? There's somebody that just came into the room that I know that's I'm picking up on their energy. You're not saying anything. Oh, we have met before. Do tell. Do tell. Remember, I'm a psychic healer. I'm not all-knowing. Oh, just... Well, I'm not referring to right now. I had a client yesterday that came in. He brought his wife. He brought his wife in. He's a three-time reoccurring repeating client. He came once himself about 18 months ago. Then he brought his son in last week. And then he brought his wife in yesterday. And she sat down. She sat down and I just was picking her energy. And I said, I can tell you right now, if you're going to stonewall me, I'm not going to do a reading for you. And he said, I don't work that way. I have nothing to prove to anybody. She was just one of those people that was like, I could tell right away that she wanted me to prove to her. And I just, and me confronting her on that, she relaxed and opened her energy up, and we ended up having a really good session. Yeah, my 20-minute reading went about an hour and a half. Yeah. But good news is I will be seeing them again. So, all right, I'm feeling better. Okay. I wasn't sure. I just, your energy felt familiar. But there's still somebody else in the background that's not speaking that I know, that I'm picking up on. Make sure you check that bell. So the more people that we get to come here, so tell your friends if you do like the connection, or you have somebody that needs some type of energy work or healing that's very common, or if somebody that's looking to do some prosperity work to bring more finances into their life. Tell them about the channel. The more people that come, the more the channel grows, the more I can give for free, the more that the more the channel evolves. Yeah, I like to go past just doing connections. Okay, so we would like to connect with Indigo. Also, feel free to add me on Facebook, on my personal page, as well as the Transparency page. You can always reach out to me there in a personal messenger if you'd like to do a reading. I swear on my own body, I was like, I'm not going on today. I'm just gonna rest. One more? Yeah, one more. Let's see what's going on. Did you just start a new job? Did you get presented a new opportunity within work, Indigo? Oh, wrong lights. Okay, you're still looking. Okay, so you're looking. So see, this is the connection. Okay. Well, there's something that is coming your way, all right? Because this is what I'm picking up on, because obviously this is what I mentioned. So this is good. And your anxieties will kind of subside a little bit, like your concerns and your worries. Not that you have like severe anxieties, but I can see where, there's some mixed energies within your thoughts. A little restless at night. One second, let me turn this light on. Okay. So you see, this is how the small connections work. You're in the middle of looking for new work, and I'm picking up on it, and I'm picking up on your small stress factors about not having that right now. You just need to stay positive. It's right there. Keep doing what you're doing. I would be very if I would, I'm trying to reword my word. I'm trying to reorganize my words correctly so that we're speaking in empowerment. You know, stay positive. Do what you're doing. It's right there. I would, you know, expect a reply or a response like any day now, maybe perhaps tomorrow. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. And if you like, you know, you can always, like I said, add me on Facebook. When you do get your job, or if you have a nice savings right now, if you'd like to look in a little bit closer, you know, because there are options coming your way. You have options, so you're gonna have some choices to make. You know, it's nice to have a reading so you can see if you're making the right choice. I mean, there's really no wrong choice, but it's about making the choice that better resonates with you at this time in your life. You know. Ooh, the daily number is 7. Speaking of daily numbers, let's do another little small connection. Okay, who's out there that's sitting in the background that would like a small connection? Please speak up now. I'm going to do a little different connection. We're going to do angel number connections using playing cards and Doreen Virtue's Angel Numbers book. Okay, so I'm going to use this book with these cards. And we'll do a little connection there. Show you how I can connect in a little different way. Yeah? Somebody step forward. Indigo. Stay positive. Hang out in the room. You know, feel free to communicate. Start a conversation. You know, I want this channel to be more about Brian just giving away free connections. You know? Let's have some conversations. There's so many things to talk about. I know I talk to myself daily. I have a list of shit that I'm not sure about and that my guides don't answer me about, my angels don't answer me about, because I need to experience things in life, you know? Do I have any issues with playing cards? No, I have playing cards right here. So you ask, look at your number 7. Did you see that? I didn't even see it until it popped up on the screen. That's confirmation for Flyboy. Twin City Flyboy. You know, every time I look at that, I want to call you Twitchy Flyboy. Because when I look at names on the board, I just kind of glance at them, you know? And I always see Twitchy Flyboy. So what I was saying is I want this to be more than just about giving small connections and encouraging you to spend money. I mean, of course, that's what I'm here to do, but there's also other things we can do, conversations, you know? Talk about energy, angels. I have a lot of personal one-on-one experience with a lot of spiritual experience. Yeah. Without getting into what I want to say. You know, because it's not up to me to just talk about things. What do you want to know about? You know? Okay, so we're going to do, nobody step forward, so we're going to do Twin City Flyboy. You're about the numbers, you brought the numbers up, so we're going to do an angel number connection with you, if you like. Yeah? I started out with playing cards. So I always kind of go back to them. It's more my freestyle. It's because I don't do like I know some numerology, but you know, to be honest with you, I'm so busy because I work a real job. Unfortunately, I'm still a slave to the system, just like you're a slave to the system. Yeah, we're all slaves. So you know, I have very limited space up here because I'm so working. You know, so I don't get into memorizing the numerology and all the meanings of the numbers, and I don't do that. I don't have time for that. So I kind of just flip the cards, what's coming to me, and then yeah, we go from there. So okay, we're gonna connect. Okay, we would like to connect with Twin City Flyboy. Stop twitching. And we would like angel numbers and angel message, because I just feel that there is a number that's coming out for this person. We can connect with our dear sweet cousin, Twin City Flyboy. Alright, let's see what's going on. Welcome to the room. Ursula? Ursula. Ursula! I had to process that for a second. No, I don't think I've ever had to say that word. Ursula. Is that from the Smurfs? Was that 3? Was that 3? Ursula. Was that from the Smurfs? Ursula. A witch or a warlock? Okay, was that 3 shuffles? Okay, are the cards ready? Yes, okay. Okay, Sea Witch. I knew it was something or, you know, just the name is like Warlock? Witch? What's going on? Okay, I'm gonna reshuffle this because I don't feel like I paid the right attention to it. Ursula, how are you doing? Are you a Sea Witch or a Sea Hag? Doing very well, thank you. Love it. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So interesting, because I shuffled the cards twice because I wasn't given the right attention to you when I was shuffling the cards. I didn't feel. What was interesting though is because I shuffled the cards. I only pick 3 cards. So using playing cards and doing this, I pick 3 cards. So there's a chance that there's other cards besides numbers that are going to come out, which kind of combines into that reading. Each time you received an ace and a masculine energy card. This time it's a king. The last time it was a jack. The first number was 6. The second number was 3. So we can see where the power of numbers are really playing in your life right now. Remember, 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. The power numbers. I really don't know much about it other than, you know, Nikola Tesla knew that the numbers 3, 6, 9 were the keys to creation, were the keys to manifestation of master energy in the universe. Ursula, that's not for you. But if you like a small connection, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel. You can click the bell and a thumbs up. And when I see that you did that, then we can move forward and give you a small connection. Okay? So the small connections are just to show you that I can connect. I'm a professional psychic healer, so I'm trying to encourage you to purchase a reading or an energy session with me or other spiritual work that I do. So for this is for Twin City Flyboy. Your number for today is 3. Well, at this time, but like I said, they're using 3, 6, 9 for you. So you're doing a lot of creating right now, is what they're showing. Bringing in new beginnings, new activations, keyword activations, okay? So that's what's going on with you. So the message in the book that we're just going to confirm with is, and I'm even going to read 3, 6, 9. The Ascended Masters are helping you. Usually this means an Ascended Master that you're close to, such as Jesus or one of the saints, Buddha. You know, it's God connects to us with how we can, the best way that we know. So for me, I was brought into this world as a Christian. So I have a strong connection with Yeshua and Yahweh. Other people might have more with a Buddha or something like that. So we're going to go to number 369 at this time and read that as well. Your prayers about being fully supported on your spiritual path have been heard and answered, and you're fulfilling your divine life purpose. So again, it's all about that activation, life purpose, activation, keywords. So this is what your message is, Twin Flyboy, Twin City Flyboy. So there you go. So that's another little way we connect. Yeah. Ursula, would you like a connection? And what's Indigo saying? What does the Queen of Hearts mean in the King of Spades? Oh boy. Well, I'm not really here to teach you how to read in that way, but the King of Spades are all about authority figures. Okay? So, yeah. The King of Spades, very dominating, very controlling, authority figures type, uniforms, you know, associations like military or somebody along that lines. And the Queen of Hearts, well, emotions, loving, giving, caring, charismatic, soft, you know, yeah. Oh, I think I'll just call you Flyboy. Okay, so we have Ursula now. Would you like... Okay, Ursula, we're going to do a tarot connection with you. So I'm going to alternate. And I also have other things that we can do. As I said, the more we can get this channel built up, the more that I can give, more discussions. It's really about the discussion, you know? And doing small connections in between discussions. So Brian doesn't feel like he's being used. No. Okay, let's see. I just left a psychic site that I worked through for the past 6 years, so I can start focusing on the YouTube channel. Yeah, but I like to teach people to empower themselves and to shine their lights bright. And when you're working through other people, you're dimming your energy, you're dimming your light, and they're sucking you dry. Okay, so let's go, Ursula. And 7 days of creation by God, very creative number as well, 7. Oh, it was Oranum. O-R-A-N-U-M. Horrible, horrible. It's gone through. It used to be a decent site, and then they sold it about 18 months ago, and it said, yeah, it's downhill now. That's you know, psychic sites are a thing of the past. They really are, because now we have YouTube, and there's thousands and thousands of people that are doing this on YouTube, you know. So it's better because you can have a catalog of your own stuff, you know. Like I have a small catalog going of guided meditations where the angels actually, they're working through me, and I'm speaking what they're showing me or what they're speaking to me, and then you're visualizing it, and you're connecting to me, you're connecting to them. Exactly, Indigo. Okay, so we would like to connect with Ursula. How many times are you going to split that? Isn't also, yeah, okay, I won't go there. Oh yeah, I will, why not? I believe the mark of Cain is 2 7s. Not a good mark to have, by the way. But since we're on the number 7, okay. You know, I created an account on Keen, however you want to pronounce that, about 5 years ago, and I never really got with it. At the time, it was just by phone and email readings. I don't know if they really got into doing video. My profile is probably still up there, and I dislike that. Yeah, so I'm more in doing video. I don't really do phones. I don't do send me an email message and I don't like email readings. I don't like, no. I have a voice for a reason. You know, my voice carries a lot of energy, a lot of power. Okay, Ursula. Okay, so what we're seeing, Ursula, is, yeah. I see you stepping into your empowerment, Ursula. Okay, what they're showing me is you stepping into your empowerment. And I get the Queen of Wands here, which shows me this. But it's really connected to, it's really interesting. It's as if there's somebody in your life at this time or from your past. It could be somebody entered a month ago and then re-entered. It doesn't have to be your distant past. But I'm just picking up on this person or this experience brings in mixed energies. And I feel that you're very aware of this. So you're stepping into your empowerment and you're like, no, I'm just going to sit on my throne and I'm not going to allow you to throw me off balance or bring me into discord. Okay? How are we connected, Ursula? Maybe. Maybe. Well, yeah, either it resonates with you or it doesn't resonate with you. I don't think there's a maybe. I mean, either it does or it doesn't. It's all right if it doesn't resonate with you. So, what you're protecting is your intuition. I know. Okay, I'm only doing small connections here. So, you know, it either resonates with you or it doesn't. I feel like it does resonate with you. But I feel that you want me to go a little deeper into your energy and connect more. But I have boundaries and I don't do that. Okay? You're welcome. So I only get very little here. Very small connection. You know, it's not a full reading. I don't do for. If you want a full reading, then you have to reach out to me on Facebook and schedule an appointment, and then we can go about that. That's how I work. This is how I'm working here. Okay. So this is all about. This is all about a little teaching, a little exchanging of my energy for healing as I'm here. My energy is in this room. So the people that are sensitive to energy will come into this channel as I'm doing, even if I'm not doing a live stream, and they're going to be like, wow, he's got interesting energy. So, you know, I'm very skilled and very experienced on how much to give and how much not to give. So, yeah, I teach very I teach people to have very strong boundaries, Indigo. Very strong boundaries. Even when it comes to like your closest loved ones and family members. Especially your closest loved ones and family members. They'll be the first ones to suck you dry. Not you, cousin. I literally mean your closest loved ones. Okay, we have somebody else in the room. And feel free, like I said, let's start a conversation. Somebody engage. 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 Oh wow, who is this? I just kind of glanced over at my crystal sphere, and I'm seeing a spirit, a young man, probably in his 20s, and he's fading away now. I mentioned, and he had like an old school part in his hair, like longer hair, and an old school part, like they did probably in the 20s actually, the 20s and the 30s. I haven't really done much scrying with this crystal sphere. So when I glanced at it and I saw that, I was like, oh wow. I would say, yeah. It was probably dark brown, but you know, when I'm looking through a crystal, so I have to use also my mind's eye at the same time, But with they would have used grease or something back then, which would have darkened the hair regardless. It was like a slick part. Thank you, cuz my historian. Oh, did you? Oh! Yeah. Very good. And that's interesting because I was just talking about Tesla and the number 369. I don't feel that was him, but let me check. Okay, was this Tesla? I'm getting a no on the Tesla, but that would make sense. Also, what we should do, speaking about boundaries, is, and I posted this the other day on Facebook, and it shows you how self-indulged people are. Like, I posted on Facebook and I only probably posted it to a few dozen people, just kind of like click, send, and it was just like, hey guys, remember, go back through your, because we have Facebook pages. We're building up the friends list for whatever reason. We have strangers that we have no idea who they are, especially if you're in the spiritual path. And we accept friend requests. We ask people to be on their list. So we have all this stuff going on. And over time, hopefully, if you're working with a healer or somebody such as Brian, myself, you're raising your energy, you're healing, you're releasing old negative energy, old negative patterns, and you're expanding your spiritual awareness and consciousness. Okay? So you're just bringing more light into your body. So, you know, where I was back in 2008 and where I'm at today are two completely different energies, two completely different beings, and people, really. So I was posting, like, go back through your friends list and make sure you're clearing out any negative energy, because we have to invite negative energy and evil into our lives. It doesn't just show up. You have to invite negative energy in, okay? And you just be through accepting friend requests on Facebook or purchasing something that's old and used from a thrift shop or Goodwill, you know? So bring that awareness that you have to invite negative energy into your life, and to go back and just double check your friends list, see who doesn't resonate anymore, get rid of it, get rid of them, remove them, unfriend them. And you know how many people responded back to me with, Brian, can you look through my friends list for me? Or they were like, oh my God, who are you talking about? Give me letters at least. Can you give me 2 letters for the initials of their name? These are the messages I'm getting from just like one of those, just like friendly, like, hey guys, remember, we have to invite negative energy into our lives. Just be careful. And people really wanted me to take my time and energy to go through their friends list. I don't have the time and energy to go through my friends list. I thought it was just funny. I honestly was like, I wish I could get this much feedback from other posts. This person didn't have a mustache that came in. Yeah, I want to go over there. Colorado Springs. There's something special about that area. That's where Nikola Tesla was doing his major Tesla coil experiments and wireless energy, electricity, wire-free, wireless. I want to go up there and check that out eventually. Yeah, which, speaking of Red Rock, I'll probably end up going to Colorado Springs as I'm on my way into Sedona, Arizona, and moving into Nevada from there. I want to get away from the East Coast. I have one more great, actually I have more than one more, but at this point in my life, when I'm not looking too far ahead, I have one more good move in me across country, which would be going west. I want to go west. I want to get out of the East Coast of the United States. Do I feel an Aries fire energy? Oh, that thing with that guy? No, I kind of just acknowledged it and let it pass. I really didn't get into anything. It's just like, oh, okay, there you are. Now, if I saw the spirit through my third eye, like, then I would be like, oh wow, what are you here for? Oh, you're in Central America. Nice. I've worked with clients all over the world. So this is doing online work can be very rewarding in that regards, because I get to engage with people in Russia and China, islands, Central America. Yeah, I kind of sticking with this chimes and in Tibetan singing bowls, because I can't play anything in the background that has a copyright license. And this is very, it's not meditative. It just kind of keeps the energy clear for you and for me. So it's nice. How old are you, Indigo Ray? Indigo Ray. Who? Me? I live in the same area as my ancestral family. No, I don't live with family or an area of physical family, but I'm probably surrounded by a lot of family energy, because where I live is kind of like, where it started for me and my family. Oh, hundreds and hundreds of years ago. I was gonna ask 21. That's great. Let's see it. Would you like? We'll connect to like a life purpose. Would you like a life purpose card? Since you've been engaging and hanging out in the room. And yes, I know that whoever it is that I know that knows who I know you. Do you know who I know? I know that you're still there in the background. Okay, so if we can call in, and we would like to, yes. I know, and when I first moved up here, I was so excited about the energy in the area, and the family energy that goes back centuries. Okay. And now I'm like, time to go forward. Okay, they're saying, nope, the cards are not ready. We're going to give them one more shuffle. I like new things. I like excitement. I like exploring life. One thing I can say, are the cards ready? Okay. One thing I can say is I will not leave this realm, in this body, in this lifetime, with the regrets that I did not risk it all. Like, I know I put everything on the line in this lifetime. So I will have no regrets when I leave. And that will be for many things. The only regrets that you can ever have is the regret that you didn't try or you didn't do. So there's no regrets about failure. I don't believe, at least I don't believe that there is for me. The regrets come from not trying. There's never a failure, You might have to fail at 4 things to succeed at the 5th. Because the 4 things that you failed at were not failures, they were experience and lessons. Okay, so what I'm picking up on, and I'm using cards, but what we're picking up on is, I'm not going to show you the cards. I don't like that. Everybody else does that shit, and I'm not everybody else. So like, you have an attraction for animals and connection with animals in this lifetime, as well as, you know, you're very sensitive. Okay, sensitive to energies. This is also why you connect to animals. But the more important thing is why you connect to animals and your sensitivity is that you are an energy healer. Okay, so they're showing that you just have that natural gift to work with energy. So this is another reason why you're here on my channel, because I open people up and advance them in this area of energy work. You know, because you gotta find somebody that's at a higher level than you to assist you in bringing your energy up to those higher levels. Never, ever, ever let somebody teach you or make you think that you can do this on your own. Okay? Because even the good holy book says, when 2 or more people come in my name, I will be there. Okay? So you have to have somebody that's at a higher energy level than you to assist you in bringing you up. And you're young, so I just want to remind you that. I would add me on Facebook if I was you. And when you're ready, I can assist you in doing that, open you more, and raising your levels. Okay. So how are we connected, Indigo? Is this resonating with you? And you should check out some of the meditation videos I have on my channel here. That would be a great start for you until you can afford. I'm not saying you can't afford. I should be saying until you're ready and willing to have a private session and do some energy work. Start with some of the free videos on this channel. That's going to be a huge start for you. Well, I would be scared of some animals too if I lived in South America. I'd be scared of some animals too in North America. You live in Central America. Yeah, Central America. You guys got the Churaba. How do you say that? Chucaraba. the Chucaraba. The demon dog. Are you like over in Panama, or are you Mexico, or? Arkansas? That's not Central America. Is there an Arkansas in Central America, Flyboy? I mean, I understand we did rape and pillage and steal lots of land from the Mexicans, but I didn't realize it went all the way up into Arkansas. You're like, damn, we did take a lot. Yeah, well, don't worry about it. No borders, new world order. That's their new motto. We're all one. We're going to be all ruled under one enslavement policy here in the next 20 years. I'm betting that I have high enough abilities and skills that somebody might have a purpose for Brian, and I won't be put in into one of the enslavement camps. All right, let's pull out of the conspiracy, Brian. Arkansas. You said you're in Central America. I don't even track the date anymore. I'm like, what's today's date? Weeks can go by before I look at a calendar. Unless I'm more interested like in the moon cycles than the actual day. Yeah. Brian, you should be using both. You know, numbers are very powerful. The day of the week, it has a number. I know. I just haven't been connected like that lately. Oh, you thought Arkansas was considered Central America? Oh, you meant Central Time Zone is what you meant. Like, I live in the Eastern Time Zone, and you live in the Central Time Zone. That's what you meant. Okay, we took it as you meant Central America, like North America, Central America, South America. At least that's what I was picking up. When you said Central America, I was thinking more like North America, Central America, South America, not like New York, Texas, California. Okay. Don't worry, I'm sure the poverty level is just as equal in your part of Central America as it is down in Central America. Well, hello, Taurus. Where is the moon at today? Moon's okay, today is the day. Today is number 7 for today. We are in a waxing crescent moon at 25.5%. The moon is in Libra, and yeah, very nice. Ooh, the full moon starts Saturday. It'll start Saturday, the 25th of August, and it'll be at its peak on the 26th. Is it? That's where I need to go then. It might be the least inexpensive place to live. But is there work there? Employment? Hey, Flyboy, am I the only one that thought this person was talking about Central America from the start? Okay, thank you. Because nobody that lives in central United States go, well, I'm from Central America. Well, I'm from Central America. You know, they don't. They usually say, I live in the Midwest. That's usually what they say when they're in Arkansas. I'm from the Midwest. Not, I'm from Central America. I'm teasing. They usually say, I am from the Midwest. Arkansas, to be exact. Because in Arkansas, we're just a state filled with Mormons. Like when I go down to the temple and I see my sister wives, my brethrens, hey, are you on that Mormon path? How many sister wives do you plan on having? What are your goals in this lifetime? I couldn't do it. I could not be a Mormon. For the one reason, I can barely handle one woman. Why would I want multiple wives? You're like, bitch, 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 bitch. Nag, 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 nag. Did you do this? Did you do that? Well, I'm sure they do just like their cattle out there in Arkansas and Central America. Yeah, when selecting their wives, they select their wives like they do their cattle. They look for the most submissive. Yeah, I believe the reality of all the churches are out there, and if you just did a little research, you would see the truth. I don't speak against any church because I don't want to offend anybody, and that's just not my place. That's not my path. But I always tell people, do some research. Look up the Jesuits, Jesuit priests, things like that. Do some research. Learn on your own type thing. See what's really going on. Look, the Mormon Church and the Catholic Church is the same. It's similar as the Freemasons and other secret societies, where there are levels to it. You know, there are entry levels. There are levels. So like just regular everyday Catholics and Mormons and Masons, they're the ones that do the fundraisers. They're the showpiece. They're the facade. But there's levels to everything. There's levels to, there was levels to the entire Empire State Building. Any building you go into has levels. So any spiritual building you go into, like figuratively speaking, has levels. Just as spiritual work, my work has levels. And I was speaking about that earlier to you, Indigo. You have levels on energy levels and whatnot, and you have to have somebody at a higher level to assist you to get there. It's the same thing. Everything has levels. All right, let's check the Facebook page. What's going on over here? The Jesuits. Watch some. That's Thank you. I was going to say that's not the right spelling. I was looking for the correct spelling before I correct that person. Yeah, just do some YouTube research. I like YouTube because if you find, you have to like watch more than one video though, because a lot of people do this. They do a lot deeper research than other people. And you should always see other people, what they're saying before you make it before you make a judgment. You want to, see like, all right, this person is talking shit about these people because he's a Mormon. Gotcha. Or is there something to this? But who has the time to do all the research like my cousin does? So I have to go to YouTube and I look at videos and I go, oh wow, okay, let me Google this and look at that. And so, but watch some videos on it. The Black Pope, you should hear keywords on that. A lot of people don't realize. You know how many people are Catholics that think that there's just one Pope? That shows you the ignorance of something, or the lack of attention, or the lack of knowledge, or how about this? What's the word I'm looking for? If the church was forthcoming, if the church was so forthcoming and honest, wouldn't they be telling everybody about, like, there's more than one pope? No, they don't though. They focus on just the white pope. But people don't realize that there's two popes, and that one of them is called the Black Pope, and that's not a color of racism. That's a position of power. Yeah. So he is actually considered to be like the general of the Catholic Army, secret society that goes around manipulating and controlling the world and other religions. So yeah, I'm not saying that. This is the stuff other people have said. I'm just repeating things that I have heard. Please, do your own research. But I feel that this would also have a very strong reasoning on why they're, on the news. For example, I live in Pennsylvania in the United States, and that's in North America, not Central America. Pennsylvania and North America, not Central America. And I woke up this morning and turned on the news. I don't really watch the news. I try to just see the weather in the morning for like a few minutes as I'm getting ready to leave the house. And over 300 Catholic priests have been involved with pedophilia in the Catholic Church. Just in Pennsylvania alone, 300 priests. Okay? And then you start learning about the Jesuits, and then you start learning about that the Catholic Church has two popes, and one of them's called the Black Pope. What the fuck's going on? But this explains why there's a lot of pedophilia going on. Why would there be 300 priests? I couldn't even understand 300 priests in the entire Catholic Church. That's worldwide. 300 worldwide? That's fucked up. But let alone you say 300 and just one state? What's the real number? I want to know the real number worldwide. What's the real number? 3,000? 100,000 priests that are doing pedophilia? Let's get real, people. Do your research. Do your research. You know, the Bible speaks of false churches. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And it's not just the Catholic Church, but I'm just saying, like, come on, people. People live in denial because they live in such a fear-based program. You know, their program, don't question God, don't question your authority, don't question your priest, don't question your government, don't question anybody. Just go along to get along. Go along to get along, and please put your dick back in your pants. Go along to get along. But, you know, I would be asking questions, you know? Like, they're afraid that if they stop going to the Catholic Church, that they're not going to get in heaven. But please, please, let your son be an altar boy. Please. For the love of God. Alright, I'm off my rant. Just a little reality there. Something doesn't smell right here. Let's see. New report details child sex abuse. More than 300 Catholic clergymen in Pennsylvania. "300 Pennsylvania priests accused of child sex abuse, and one got reference for Disney World job." But he got to go to Disney World. Well, we know if it's going on in the church. Come on, people. That shit's been going. Of course, it's going on in Disney World. Okay, 300 Roman Catholic priests across 6 dioceses in Pennsylvania have been accused of sexual abusing at least over 1,000 children. Those numbers seem pretty low. You mean to tell me only 300 priests and 1,000 children? What's that average out to per priest? Doesn't that seem low to you? Officials. Okay, so officials of the clergy covered up all these complaints for decades. A grand jury report releases Tuesday says, after an 18-month investigation into 500,000 pages of internal church documents and testimony of dozens of witnesses, the Supreme Court released a landmark 1,356-page document, alleged predator priest. Yeah. That's still low. So I gotta ask, whose God are they really worshiping? It's not Yeshua. It's not Yahweh. I've been to I've been to quite a few, yeah, exactly. Thank you. Those are just the ones that were investigated. Let's not even talk about the ones that never got brought up. Or what about the ones that couldn't get investigated because the church moved those priests into another country? Yeah. Okay, so on top of this, a few months ago, let's see, hold on, I got something else, but I want to read from it so I don't sound like a complete derelict. Oh, that's a southern word there, from South America. southern word there, like, that South America, I mean Florida. Pope, assistant pope, was it assistant? Oh, my spelling's gotten horrendous because of technology. Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted to say. Pope A. George Pell charged with child sex abuse. Okay, this guy was the right-hand man to the Pope. And I'm not talking about... Okay, so if he was the right-hand man to the Pope, then he's the man that was in between the black Pope and the regular Pope. And his name is George Pell, and he was charged with child sex abuse in Australia. This is just a few months ago, people. A few months ago. Australian police say the Vatican cardinal charged with multiple counts of historical sex offenses. So it's not just 300 priests and clergymen in Pennsylvania. This shit's going on all around the world. All around the world. And you know what? I have people that work in the Catholic Church who are friends of mine that are local, and I ask them, do they talk about any of this? Of course they don't. No fucking way. Excuse my French. French. You go there and go, oh, I only probably boo Francois. Yeah, so this stuff's going on. They're not teaching about it. They don't even really teach about Jesus in these churches. I've been there. I've sat through the sermons. It's all spiritual. It's all ritual. It's all ritual worship. That's what it is. They don't teach the word of Jesus. They don't teach. It's a ritual worship. You go to church every day to give your energy for ritual worship when you're in the Catholic Church. You know, I say we want to get closer to a God church, then you probably should check into some Baptist church. But don't go down too far south, or you might get bit by a diamondback rattlesnake. Those fuckers are weird too, huh? Let's see. Oh yeah, they were hiding all the cocaine that they were snorting, and the kids they were fucking in the ass. But maybe the cocaine was for the kids. That's probably what was going on. They got all the cocaine so the kids weren't in pain. I don't know. It's just sickening, isn't it? It's one thing. It's one thing. It's just pedophilia is nasty. It's big time in the schools too, you know. And it's pretty much wherever there's children, you're gonna find these pedophiles, and it's in the government, it's in the schools, it's in the church. You know, I wonder why. Whose world do we really live in, people? Get real. You better get real. I won't have any more kids. I couldn't do it. I couldn't bear the thought of putting my kid through what I know today. What I know today and how schools are just program machines to manipulate you and program you into a false system. And then you have some pedophile that's going to probably be your teacher or your principal or something, or your priest. I mean, God bless. God bless. We should not, I don't think we should ban guns. I think we should make guns safer and teach the kids how to use them. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's a joke. Satire, people. It's fucking satire. But we have to laugh because these are serious things. These are serious things. It's sick. It's disgusting. Okay, so here's what it says. Cardinal George Pell, Pope Francis, chief financial advisor. Oh, so he's the guy that's in charge of all the money. And Australia's most senior Catholic, is the highest ranking Vatican official to ever be charged and the church's long-running sex abuse scandal. Like, yeah, long-running. So this shit goes back to like the 1950s, where it just started peaking. That's just when the door started opening. I mean, not peaking. We started just getting a little light on it. Victoria State Police Deputy Commissioner Shane Patton said on Thursday police have summoned Pell to appear in an Australian court to face multiple charges of historical sexual offenses, meaning offenses that generally occur some time ago. Oh, historical, some time ago. Patton said 76-year-old charged of summons and was required to appear in the Melbourne court system. Okay, but what they're not reporting here is that when they arrested this guy, they're not, at least this one page isn't saying it, but I remember when it came out. When they arrested this guy, he was in the middle of an orgy, and they arrested multiple people and confiscated cocaine. So they're not talking about all that, because that's current events, that's not historical charges, but that's current events. So, yeah. So go back and give your money to the Catholic Church, and so they can get some more cocaine, buy some more boys. God bless. All right, enough of that. It just disgusts me. I know somebody out there is laughing. I get on my rants. I know I get on my rants. So what we're going to do here is spiritual discussion, some rants, and small connections. Oh, evil is always attracted to good. I glanced at that and I thought I saw Elvis. We're like, no, the hound dog was in the woman. The hound dog was into sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Exactly. That is so true. And that is so true. That is so true. It's interesting how even today you can see that. Like you have that group, the rock and roll group Live. And if you know anything about the rock and roll group Live, you would know that it's named Live for a reason, because everything's backwards. It really says evil. Just like when you look at the TV and it says live news. Interesting, live news. Break down those letters. Live news. Evil in reverse is live. And then they got news. News is spelled what? North, south, east, west. So you got evil from around in all directions. And that's your news. Live news. Today reporting evil from around the world in all four corners. Yeah. It's all in front of us, people. See, the problem is everything is, so you can't do something. There's laws of the universe, and the laws of the universe requires people to announce what they're doing and to announce who they worship. You know, you can't just secretly worship something. You have to worship something in the open to give it power. Okay? It doesn't just give you power without on the secret, on the DL. Don't do that. So they have programmed us to look at things a certain way. So, but the thing about it is whenever they're looking at the same thing that you're looking at, they're seeing the truth. You're seeing the false lie that you were programmed to see. Okay? So they see things backwards and sideways and through symbols. So every symbol can have like 9 layers of meanings. And I'm sure there's, even if I could go down 4 layers on a symbolic meaning, I probably would never learn the rest. Not yet. Give me 20 years. But that's the way it works. That's the way it works. So they announce things right in front of us and we see it backwards. Ta-da! Welcome to reality, people. Welcome to reality. I'm like, it's very interesting. I honestly know that we don't live, and we're not going to see the world, the apocalyptics, like, we're not going to see like, oh, it's the end of times. We do live in a time where the Bible speaks of everything is, everything is backwards. Good things are now bad things are now good, and the people that live right now can really see this, because we live in a time where, we were able to experience, and, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, well, you're a little young, Indigo Rose, to have that. You, unfortunately, were born into 100% of the lie. Unfortunately, you're just too young to have the memories of before things started going bad. Like, I remember when I was young, when language started turning. And I'm sure Twin Flyboy remembers as well. You remember when the word like, hey man, that's bad. That's cool. When the first words, oh, that's cool. And when cool turned to bad. So we got to see the wordplay flip in our generation. Which is interesting. It's very interesting. The Bible speaks about this stuff. And it's interesting because, we're able to see what it was like for them to live in the 1940s, the 1920s, and the 1960s, and then, so we got to see things shift. We're seeing things shift. We live in a very special time, is what I'm saying. Where generations before us, they were unable to, they didn't see things shift. They didn't have video that recorded things and all that. So we actually got to see things shift. And we live in a very special time. It doesn't mean that we're going to see the end of times, but we are definitely going to see a great shift and change in this world. We're in the middle of it right now, and people don't even realize it. If you're on my channel or you're into spiritual stuff and you're awakened and you are blessed, because you might be the only one in your family, or at least your immediate family, that is aware of these things that are going on. And then you try to have a conversation with somebody who's not aware, who's still asleep, who's still so deep in the program that they probably will never come out. That you try to have a conversation with them and they think you're a conspiracy theorist, or you're just a fucking crazy loon, or you're just the black sheep of the family, you're special, poor special Susie, little Mikey, there he goes again. Him and his imagination, but the reality of the situation is you're awake, you get to see all this stuff taking place. You get to see all this stuff taking place, and we live in a very special time. We've kind of when I say that, I feel like, oh my God, finally, how many fucking incarnations did it take me to get here? Is what comes to me. Finally, we're here. Yeah! Fuck, that was only 1,000 incarnations, but we're here. So that's how I feel. We are here. We're in the middle of it. Something very special. It's interesting. Because, you look at the movies. And I can't remember. I'm sure Flyboy could name one. But you look at those futuristic movies. Oh, I got one. Ghost Shell. That was the movie where the girl was like, she was killed and they put her brain and her consciousness into a body and she became like this super badass futuristic cop. But you know, that's where this stuff's going. It really is. And you know, I'm a realist. You know, I truly am a realist. I understand that this isn't the kingdom of Yahweh. You know, I understand that. I understand. I truly believe that that's where humanity's going. We are going into that technology, you know, that technology place. We truly are. And there probably will eventually be cars that levitate and all that. We're going to go there. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you more involved into the technology so that you're not connected. You know, they're not trying to destroy humanity at all. What they're trying to do is destroy your spiritualism. They're trying to take away your godly connection, your connection to Mother Earth, your connection to the heavens, to the stars. You know, that's why they're giving you all these electronics, to look at these tablets all the time, to look at these TVs all the time, to fucking sit in front of a computer and a webcam all the time. You know, they're right on point. They're doing exactly what they want to do. And they're hurting us all like cattle. They're hurting us all like cattle. So, you know, they just put that information out there like, oh, it's the end of times. There's not enough of this. There's not enough of that. The world's going to be destroyed. You know, they're putting all this out there because they just want people to live in fear. If you live in fear, you're controllable. You're controllable. See, nobody can control me. And I have a fucking mouth on me, obviously. So that shows you right there that I'm not controllable. I'll go along to get what I need. But the whole time I'll be there making noise. Even at my day job, I tell people all the time. I stand up for other people. You know? Like, that's not right, you know? And I try to tell, I'm the guy that makes the waves. I like to make the waves. So, I tell everybody at my job, you realize we're all fucking slaves, don't you? I even told him the other day, I said, we're making this asshole millions and millions of dollars, and they can't even give us quarters. Quarters, you know? They don't like to hear things. They don't like to have people speaking up like that, though. I'm surprised I've still got a job after the way I spoke up the other day, to be honest. But I guess that's the whole thing, you know. If God wants you somewhere doing something, then you're going to do it, you know. So, if God has a special purpose for you, you better believe Satan also has a special purpose for you, you know. And that doesn't mean everybody has a special purpose. Some people are just here to be here. That's all. I mean, they're special, but maybe they don't have a special purpose in this lifetime. Maybe their special purpose is in another lifetime, you know? So, who knows? I know something. On that note, I'm going to call it the day. I came on, I did an hour and 40 minutes, which was very good. I got the rant. Hopefully somebody will come back across this pre-recorded video and hear that Brian will be live streaming on YouTube, Brian Osterhaus Transparency Channel, every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. If you need to reach Brian, just add him on Facebook and reach out to him in a personal message. Professional psychic healer. God bless. I can get on point when I need to. Oh, let's not forget that we're doing the 12th dimensional angelic healing. This is source energy that's filtered down through the angelic realms, because just as the Holy Book says, you can't handle the power of the Almighty directly. So it is filtered down through dimensional energy filters through the angels, but it is God's source energy, and it's going to get you to where you need to be at this time in your life. Yeah? Excellent. So make sure you tell all your family members and loved ones out there, if they want to laugh and they want a little truth, and they want to laugh and a little healing, and they want to laugh about the truth, then just subscribe to Brian Osterhout's Transparency channel. This is Brian signing off. Thank you for hanging out, Indigo, and Twin City Twitchy Flyboy. Blessings to you and your other half. I'll see you later.